Hello students, let us solve some word problems based on linear equations in two variables. The first problem is two numbers differ by 3. The sum of twice the smaller number and thrice the greater number is 19. Find the numbers. So by this information we have to find those two numbers which are differ by 3. So here we are going to use the concept of linear equations in two variables. So for that, let the greater number be x and the smaller number be y. So here we have considered two different variables for two numbers. So the greater number be x and the smaller number be y. Now as it is given that two numbers differ by 3, that means the difference between them is 3. That's why if we subtract them, that is if we subtract the smaller number from the greater, we will get 3, that is x minus y is equal to 3. So this is the first linear equation in two variables. Now we have to try to find the another equation so as to solve those two equations to have the values of x and y. Now the second condition we are given is the sum of twice the smaller number and thrice the greater number is 19. So the smaller number is y. We have to make it double, that is 2y, and the greater number is x. We have to make it 3 times so as to get 3x, and it is given that twice the smaller number and thrice the greater number and their sum is 19. So we should add them, that is 3x plus 2y is equal to 19. Thrice the greater number is 3x and twice the smaller number is 2y. So 3x plus 2y is equal to 19, which is the second linear equation in two variables. Now we have two linear equations, two simultaneous equations. We have to solve these to find the values of x and y. Now if we compare equation 1 and 2, as we can see, the variables of both x and y are different, so we have to make them equal. So for that one, we have to multiply equation 1 by 2 so as to have the coefficients of y same. So multiplying equation 1 by 2. So if we multiply this equation 1 by 2, we will get 2 into x, that is 2x, minus 2 into y, that's 2y, 2 into 3, that's 6. So we have this as equation number 3. Compare equation 2 and 3. As we can see, the coefficients of y are same and signs are different. So we should add them. So adding equation 2 and 3, we get second equation is 3x plus 2y is equal to 19, plus third equation is 2x minus 2y is equal to 6. If we add these two, plus 2y and minus 2y will get cancelled, and 3x plus 2x, it will be 5x, that is equal to 19 plus 6, that's 25. So we have to find the value of x. So transfer 5 to the right hand side to get x is equal to 25 divided by 5. If we divide 25 by 5, we will get 5. So the value of x is 5. Now if we substitute this value of x in equation number 1, we have x minus y is equal to 3, that is 5 minus y is equal to 3. If we transfer 5 to the right hand side, it will become minus 5. So on the left hand side, we will have minus y as it is equal to 3 minus 5. So 3 minus 5 is minus 2. So on both the sides, we have minus sign. If we eliminate that minus sign, we will get value of y as 2. So here, the two numbers are 5 and 2. Let us consider the next problem. Here, one activity is given. We have to complete the following. Now here a rectangle is given and its length is given in the form of two variables, that is x and y, that is 2x plus y plus 8 and 4x minus y, and breadth is given as 2y and x plus 4. From this we have to find the values of x and y, that is we have to find the values of two variables involved, and from this we have to find the perimeter and area of this rectangle. Now to start with, the rectangle is given, that's why the opposite sides of a rectangle are congruent. That's why the two lengths of this rectangle are given in two various forms. So we have to equate them as these are the sides of a rectangle. So we can have 2x plus y plus 8 is equal to, its opposite side is 4x minus y. So they are equal because these are the opposite sides of a rectangle. If we transfer all the terms to the left hand side, we will have 2x plus 4x coming to this side, it will become minus 4x plus y as it is. Minus y coming to the left hand side, it will become plus y plus 8 as it is equal to 0. 2x minus 4x, it will be minus 2x plus y, it's 2y is equal to, if we take 8 to the right hand side, it will become minus 8. If we divide all the terms in this equation by 2, we get 2x by 2, that's minus x, 2y by 2, that's y, and minus 8 divided by 2, that is equal to minus 4. So minus x plus y is equal to minus 4. This is the first equation. We need another equation to solve this. Now the next is breadths are given, that is breadth of rectangle are 2y and x plus 4. So they must be congruent because opposite sides of a rectangle are congruent. So we must equate them, that is x plus 4 is equal to 2y. If we take 2y to the left hand side, it will be x minus 2y is equal to plus 4. Going to the right hand side, it will be minus 4. So x minus 2y is equal to minus 4. This is, we call this as equation number 2. Now if we compare equation 1 and 2, as you can see, the coefficients of x are same and signs are different. So we should add these two equations to get the values of x and y. So if we add equation 1 and 2, we get minus x plus y is equal to minus 4, and the second equation is x minus 2y is equal to minus 4. So if we add these two, minus x plus x will get cancelled, and plus y minus 2y will be minus y is equal to minus 4, it will be minus 8. We get minus y is equal to minus 8. If we eliminate minus sign on both the sides, we will have y is equal to 8. So this is the value of one of the variables. To find the value of another variable, that is x, we have to replace y is equal to 8 in any of the equation 1 or 2. So from equation 1 we have minus x plus y is equal to minus 4. So minus x plus y is equal to minus 4. If we replace y by 8, as we have found here the value of y to be 8, so minus x plus 8 is equal to minus 4. Take 8 to the right hand side, it will be minus 8. So minus x is equal to minus 4 minus 8. That is minus x is equal to minus 4 minus 8, that's minus 12. Again eliminating minus sign on both the sides, we have x is equal to 12. So the value of x is 12 and value of y is 8. So this is the answer of the second question, that is find the values of x and y. Now again further we have to find perimeter and area of the rectangle. So first of all, to find this perimeter and area, we must have the length and the breadth of the rectangle. So to find the length of a rectangle, we have an expression for the length of a rectangle, that is 4x minus y, as we can see in the diagram. So in this equation, we'll substitute the values of x and y. So 4 into x, that is 4 into 12, because x is equal to 12, minus y, that is minus 8. So 12 into 4, that's 48, minus 8. So 48 minus 8, that's 40 units. This is the length of a rectangle. Similarly, we can find the breadth of a rectangle, that is 2y. For the breadth of a rectangle, we have two expressions, 2y or x plus 4. We can take any of them. So breadth is equal to 2y. Value of y is 8. We have just found. So 2 into 8, that's 60. So the length of a rectangle is 40 units and breadth is 60 units. From this, we can find area of a rectangle, as the formula is length into breadth, that is 40 into 16, that is equal to 640 square units. So this is the area of the rectangle. We have the formula for perimeter of a rectangle, that is perimeter of rectangle is equal to 2 into bracket length plus breadth. So 2 into length is 40 plus breadth is 16. So if we simplify this, 40 plus 16, that's 56 into 2, that is equal to 112 units. So the area of rectangle is 640 square units and perimeter of rectangle is 112 units. We have the next problem. The sum of father's age and twice the age of his son is 70. If we double the age of the father and add it to the age of his son, the sum is 95. Find their present ages. For this problem, we have to consider two different variables. So let the father's age be x years and son's age be y years. From the first condition, as it is given that the sum of father's age and twice the age of his son is 70. So father's age is x and twice the age of son, that is son's age is y. So we have to make it double, that is 2y. And if we add this, that is x plus 2y, that is equal to 70. So from the first condition, we get the first equation, x plus 2y is equal to 70. Call this as equation number 1. Similarly, we have another condition. If we double the age of father, that is x into 2, that's 2x, and add it to the age of the son, age of the son is y. So if we add 2x and y, that is 2x plus y, that is equal to 95. So it's given. So by the second condition given, we have the second equation, 2x plus y is equal to 95. We will call this as equation number 2. Now we have to think over equation 1 and 2. Either the variable of x or y is the same, so that we have to observe firstly. So none of the variables have the same coefficient, so we have to make them equal. For that, multiply equation 1 by 2. So if we multiply this equation by 2, we will have 2 into x, that's 2x, plus 2 into y, that is 4y, is equal to 70 into 2, that's 140. We'll call this as equation number 3. Compare these two equations, 2 and 3, as the variables of x are same, signs are also same, so this time we have to subtract these two equations. That is, subtracting equation 2 from 3, we will have 2x plus 4y is equal to 140, that is equation number 3. And from this we have to subtract the second equation, that is 2x plus y is equal to 95. And now as we are subtracting these equations, we have to change the sign of each term in the second equation. That is, plus 2x will become minus 2x, plus y will become minus y, and plus 95 will become minus 95. Here plus 2x minus 2x will get cancelled, and 4y minus y, it will be 3y, that is equal to 45. Now, to find the value of y, we should transfer 3 to the right hand side. So 45 divided by 3. If we divide 45 by 3, we will get 50. That is, the value of y is 50. Now from this, we have to find the value of x. For that, consider any of the equation 1, 2 or 3. So from equation number 1, we have x plus 2y is equal to 70. If we replace the y by 15, as we have found the value of y to be 15, x plus 2 into y, that is 2 into 15, is equal to 70. 15 into 2, that's 30. If we take 30 to the right hand side, we will have x is equal to 70 minus 30, that is 40. So this is the value of x. And we have assumed that the father's age be x years. That's why x is equal to 40. That means the father's age is 40 years. And son's age is y years. That is y, value of y is 15. That's why the son's age is 15 years. The next problem is, the denominator of a fraction is 4 more than twice the numerator. If 6 is subtracted from both the numerator and the denominator becomes 12 times the numerator. Find the fraction. So here we have to find the fraction. That means we must have the numerator and denominator. So we will use two variables for numerator and denominator. So let the numerator be x and the denominator be y, so as to have the fraction x divided by y. Now from the first condition given, the denominator of a fraction is 4 more than twice the numerator. So we have the denominator y, that will be equal to, it is 4 more than twice the numerator, that is we should have 2x plus 4. So if we transfer y to the right hand side, we will have 2x minus y, and if we transfer 4 to the left hand side, it will become minus 4. So by rearranging the terms, we have 2x minus y is equal to minus 4. We will call this as equation number 1. We have another condition given. From that we can make another equation. If 6 is subtracted from both the numerator and denominator, the denominator becomes 12 times the numerator. So this time we have to subtract 6 from both numerators and denominators. That is y minus 6 is equal to, we have to subtract 6 from numerator also, that is x minus 6. By doing this, we get the denominator becomes 12 times the numerator, that is 12 into x minus 6. So y minus 6 is equal to 12 into bracket x minus 6. If we simplify this one, we will get 12 into x, that's 12x, minus 12 into 6, that's 72. If we simplify this, minus 6 on the left hand side, take minus 72 on the right hand side to get minus 6 plus 72 is equal to 12x plus y. Going to right hand side, it will be minus y. So 12x minus y is equal to minus 6 plus 72, we will have 66. So this is the second equation. If we compare equation 1 and 2, as we can see, the coefficients of y are same, signs are also same, so we can subtract them. That is, subtracting equation 1 from 2, we get equation 2 is 12x minus y is equal to 66, minus equation 1 is 2x minus y is equal to minus 4. Now, as we are subtracting equation 1 from 2, we have to change the sign of each term in the first equation. That is, plus 2x will become minus 2x, minus y will become plus y, and minus 4 will become plus 4. By doing this, minus y plus y will get cancelled, and 12x minus 2x, it will be 10x, that is equal to 66 plus 4, that's 70. To find the value of x, we have to transfer 10 to the right hand side to get 70 divided by 10, and if we divide this, we'll get x is equal to 7. Now substitute this value x is equal to 7 in equation 1, we get y is equal to 2x plus 4, that is y is equal to 2 into x, that means 2 into 7 plus 4. So 7 2s are 14 plus 4, that's 18. So y is equal to 18, that means the denominator of this fraction is 18 and the numerator of this fraction is 7. Therefore, the fraction is 7 divided by 18. Let us have the next problem. There are two types of boxes, A and B. Those are to be placed in a truck having capacity of 10 tons. When 150 boxes of type A and 100 boxes of type B are loaded in the truck, it weighs 10 tons. But when 260 boxes of type A are loaded in the truck, it can still accommodate 40 boxes of type B, so that it is fully loaded. So from this we have to find the weight of each type of box. So as we have to find the weights of two types of boxes, that is type A and type B, we have to assume two variables for them. That is, let the weight of a box of type A be x ton and that of type B is y ton. So from the first condition given, that is, when 150 boxes of type A and 100 boxes of type B are loaded in the truck, it weighs 10 tons. So weight of one box of type A is x. We have to load 150 such boxes. So its total weight will be 150x. Similarly, weight of one box of type B is y tons and we have to load 100 such boxes. That's why its total weight will be 100 into y, that's 100y. And if we load these two types of boxes in the truck, it weighs 10 tons. That's why the equation will become 150x plus 100y is equal to 10. If we divide each term in this equation by 10, we will have 150 by 10, that's 15x, plus 100 by 10, that's 10y, is equal to 10 divided by 10, that's 1. So we will call this as equation number 1. So this is the first equation we get from condition 1. From the second condition, we have 260 boxes of type A are loaded in the truck. It can still accommodate 40 boxes of type B so that it is fully loaded. That means to fully load a truck, we need 260 boxes of type A and 40 boxes of type B. Therefore, the total weight of boxes of type A is 260 into x, that is 260x, and the total weight of boxes of type B is 40 into y, that's 40y. So if we add these two, the truck will be fully loaded, and we are given that the truck having capacity of 10 tons. That's why we get another equation, 260x plus 40y is equal to 10. If we divide again this by 10, we will get 26x plus 4y is equal to 1. This is equation number 2. Now to solve these equations, we have to make the coefficient of any one variable involved in this equation equal. So for that one, multiplying equation 1 by 4 and equation 2 by 10, we get, if we multiply equation 1 by 4, we get 15 into 4, that is 60x, plus 10y into 4, that is 40y, it is equal to 1 into 4, that is 4. We will call this as equation number 3. And if we multiply equation 2 by 10, we get 26x into 10, that is 260x, plus 4 into 10, that is 40y, that is equal to 1 into 10, that's 10. We will call this as equation number 3 and 4 respectively. As we can compare, the coefficients of y are same, that is 40, and signs are also same, so we should subtract these equations. So subtracting equation 3 from equation 4, we get 260x plus 40y is equal to 10, minus equation number 3 is 60x plus 40y is equal to 4. Now as we are subtracting, we have to change the sign of each term in the second equation. This plus 60x will become minus 60x, plus 40y will become minus 40y, and plus 4 will become minus. So plus 40y minus 40y will get cancelled. 260x minus 60x, it is 200x is equal to 10 minus 4, that's 6. We have to find the value of x, so transfer x to the right hand side to get x is equal to 6 divided by 200. If we simplify this, we'll get x is equal to 3 divided by 100. It is in decimal form, we can write x is equal to 0.03 ton. So this is the weight of box of type A. If we substitute this value in equation 1, that is 15x plus 10y is equal to 1. 15 into 10 by 100 plus 10y is equal to 1. If we simplify this, 15 into 3, that's 45 divided by 100 plus 10y is equal to 1. That is 10y is equal to 1 minus 45 by 100. If we transfer 45 by 100 to the right hand side, it will become minus. So here if we cross multiply, we get 100 into 1, that's 100, minus 45 into 1, that's 45 divided by 100. That is 100 minus 45, that's 55 by 100. So 10y is equal to 55 by 100. To find the value of y, we should transfer 10 to the right hand side. So its reciprocal should be there. It is y is equal to 55 divided by 100 into 1 by 10. If we multiply numerators and denominators respectively, we get y is equal to 55 into 1, that's 55, divided by 1000. So y is equal to 0.055 ton. So this is the weight of box of type B. We have another word problem. Out of 1900 kilometer, we shall travel some distance by bus and some distance by aeroplane. Bus travels with average speed 60 kilometers per hour and the average speed of aeroplane is 700 kilometers per hour. It takes 5 hours to complete the journey, and from that we have to find the distance Vishal traveled by bus. So in this example, Vishal used two types of vehicles, that is bus and aeroplane, to cover distance. So for that, let us have two variables. Let us assume two variables. That is, let Vishal traveled x kilometer by bus and y kilometer by a plane. Total distance is 1900 kilometers. So the distance traveled by bus and aeroplane, the total distance is 1900 kilometers. So we will have the equation x plus y is equal to 1900, as x is the distance traveled by bus and y is the distance traveled by aeroplane. If we add these two, we get the total distance. So this is equation number 1. Now we have to find another equation. For that, we have to use the second information given, that is, we have to use here one relation between time, distance and speed, that is, time is equal to distance divided by speed. Now here, time taken to cover the distance by bus can be calculated as x divided by 60 hours, because the distance traveled by the bus is x kilometer, so we have to divide it by 60. So the time taken to cover the distance by bus is x divided by 60 hours. Similarly, time taken to cover the distance by aeroplane, we will have it by y divided by 700, because the speed of the aeroplane is 700. That's why we have divided the distance covered by the aeroplane, that is y, by 700. So y divided by 700 is the time taken to cover the distance by aeroplane, and x divided by 60 is the time taken by the bus to cover the distance. Now it is given that it takes 5 hours to complete the journey. So the total time taken to complete the journey is 5 hours, and here the time taken by bus is x by 60 hours and time taken by aeroplane is y by 700 hours. So if we add these two times, we will get the total time of journey, that is x by 60 plus y by 700 is equal to 5. So if we cross multiply, we will get 700 into x, that is 700x, plus 60 into y, that's 60y, divided by 700 into 60, that is 42,000, is equal to 5. Now 42,000, if we take to the right hand side, it will be in the numerator. So we will have 700x plus 60y is equal to 5 into 42,000. That is 700x plus 60y is equal to 2,10,000. If we divide each of these terms by 10, we get 700x by 10, that's 70x, plus 60 by 10, that's 6y, is equal to 2,20,000 divided by 10, that is 21,000. It is equation number 2. If we compare equation 1 and 2, we have to solve these simultaneous equations. So we have to multiply equation 1 by 6 so as to make the coefficients of y equal. So if we multiply equation 1 by 6, we will get 6 into x, that is 6x, plus 6 into y, that is 6y, and 1900 into 6, that is 11,400. We will call this as equation number 3. If you compare equation 2 and 3, the coefficients of y are same, signs are also same, so we have to subtract. That is, subtracting equation 3 from 2, we get 70x plus 6y is equal to 21,000, and we have to subtract the third equation, that is 6x plus 6y is equal to 11,400. And as we are subtracting, we have to change the sign of each term, that is plus 6x will become minus 6x, plus 6y will become minus 6y, and plus 11,400 will become minus 11,400. Here plus 6y minus 6y will get cancelled. 70x minus 6x, it will be 64x, is equal to 21,000 minus 11,400 will be 9,600. To find the value of x, we have to transfer 64 to the right hand side. To get x is equal to 9,600 divided by 64. If we simplify this, we will get x is equal to 150. And we have assumed the variable x for the distance traveled by the bus. And here the question is asked, find the distance Vishal traveled by bus. That is, Vishal traveled 150 kilometers by bus.